Okay, so listen up, dudes. You might catch me saying, if you go to college, you will need to study the SAT. And when you do study the SAT, study with me. If you go to college. I say it that way because I have a complicated view on higher education. On one hand, it gives people the knowledge and surrounds them with like-minded people in their field. If you're interested in engineering an oil rig, for example, the only place you can learn about it is in college. On the other hand, a lot of people go to college simply because they're told, go to college. Well, welcome to adulthood where people will try to convince you of anything. Imagine that when you turn 18, a man approaches you and offers you a loan to buy a car. In fact, he will give you enough dollars so you could buy a Maserati. As soon as you turn 18, you could be driving a Maserati sports car everywhere you go. Awesome. This Maserati costs $80,000, by the way. Would you go $80,000 in debt for the car today? Probably not. That is, unless you had a really solid plan. What if you grow up working on cars, and you buy this Maserati and soup it up even further? You turn it around and sell the car for $120,000, pay back the $80,000, and take the $40,000 to live your life. Sounds pretty great, right? Or what if you're really great with finesse, and you take the $80,000 loan for the Maserati, drive up to a country club, and convince an old CEO to give you an entry-level job for $70K a year? Living poorly, you can have that car paid off in a few years, and you'll have a great job because of it. Either way, you've used this car and temporary debt to better your situation. Now, replace that car with college. Would you take $80,000 for college with no plan on how to pay it back? Maybe you shouldn't. I suggest if you think college is right for you to look at the careers, the average starting salary, and most importantly, are average graduating seniors from your college getting those jobs? It doesn't matter that a school has a journalism department if after graduation, only 1 or 2 of those students out of 50 get jobs, while the rest have to wait tables to try to pay off their $80,000. Also, remember guys, that unlike normal debt, which when it gets out of control, the banks can step in and forgive some of it so that you can pay it off, student loans aren't like that. You take this money, you will have to pay it. Yes, most of these jobs in the long run don't make billionaire money. However, if you go to college and you don't get a job in the industry right afterwards, you're going to be working in these careers anyways. If you're really serious about it and you want one of the first actions as an adult is to take out, somewhere around $80,000 for college, make sure you use that as a tool. Demand that the college you're going to go to prove that they're putting you on a path for a job, and prove that they can show you the jobs in the relevant industry that their average student gets offered. That's super important. If they can do those things and really show you that the degree that you're going to get is going to get you a good job, and that the average student that gets that degree gets a good job, then it's a wise investment to use the tool and go to that college. Now, the money you pay to colleges is for this service. Don't let them convince you that just by going to college, you'll be a better person. Without a plan, you're just a sucker paying them $80,000 so you can feel better about yourself. Make the department prove to you that their normal students get well-paying jobs in the relevant industry. If they feel nervous about giving you this information, or they can't point to any proof that their average students get jobs, or if they say, well, you can get an internship and a lot of our students get unpaid work, then that means that their education doesn't enable a person to find a job. Isn't that the whole point of college? Shame on those departments. Shame on those people, really. Really. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't hate college. I went to college and I got a job out of it. I was the exception from my friend group, though. A lot of people I know studied and got good grades, but were not able to find employment in their fields. They were deeply in debt and applying at loading docks for work the year after their graduation. This is a huge decision, and it's your first one as an adult. Even in the board game of life, the first choice is to go to college or not. Just because you do doesn't mean you're gonna win, and just because you don't doesn't mean your game is over. Think about it seriously, bros. Welcome to adulthood, where there are sometimes two gray choices. Now, if you are in that second boat, you found a college, you've done your research, and have found that they are sending their students to great jobs, then you gotta get in. How do you get in? The SAT. Come study with me. I'm here to teach anyone with an internet connection how to beat this test. And to those who don't go to college, like my rich best friend who's actually a welder, just because you didn't go to college doesn't mean you can't go to college parties. Subscribe to my channel for more test prep content. Thanks.